Welcome to this foam roller class. It is going to be a very simple but very effective class. So we're going to start on the floor, and we're going to bring the foam roller underneath of your shoulder blades. You roll yourself all the way to the shoulder blades. Let's find them, and then roll yourself in such a way so that your foam roll a little bit to the bottom of your shoulder blades, and then clasp your hands. Bring your elbows in, and then pushing through your feet and pushing your back into the foam roller. Roll yourself up, you curl. And now open up your elbows slightly, and then bring yourself back to the flat back. And again, we curl, elbows together. By pushing your ribcage into the foam roller and using your feet, you can help yourself to roll a little bit higher. Your elbows will open, and you're going to come to the flat back. And you repeat again. Elbows will close. You float yourself into the curl. Elbows will open, and you're bringing yourself to the neutral spine. And one more, and curl. And back to neutral spine. Adjust the foam roller if you need to. Adjust your tail if you need to. And then continue with side arching. So I'm going to reach my left elbow and open up the left side of my ribcage. And come back to center. And the same is going to happen too with my right elbow. And come back. And you're looking up with your eyes. You're coming into the side arching. And back to center. And into the side arch. Let your head keep resting into your hands. And this time, as you side arching yourself to the right, opening the left side of your ribs, you're going to stretch the same left side arm, and your arm will go all the way over your head. And center. And side arch to the left, you open up the right side of your ribs, and the right arm will reach up and over your head. And center. Repeat again, and find your side arch, looking up, and stretch the arm, and keep reaching with your arm, and back to center, and side arch, and extend your arm, make your arm very long. Bring yourself back to center, and we continue with the curl. And after you come into the flat back, bring yourself into the arch. And back to the curl. And to the arch. And pushing the back into the foam roller, curl. Scoop your elbows around and open them as much as it's comfortable for your shoulders. And curl. This time you're going to stretch the legs and arch with your legs straight. And keep your legs straight and curl. And arch. And curl. Arch, one more, and curl. Arch, curl, and we're going to twist ourselves to the left, and your right elbow aiming all the way to the left hip. And then use the right heel to help you to twist deeper. And bring yourself back into the arch. And twist to your right. Use your left heel to help you to let that left elbow reach to the opposite hip. And back to center into the arch. Repeat again and curl. Use the right heel pushing down into the floor. And arch. And left heel helps you to twist deeper and curl deeper. And arch. Adjust the foam roller if you need. And here we're going to curl. And you're going to twist yourself to the left. And at the same time, bend your left knee. And then bring your right arm across. And then push your arm into your knee. And then use the arm to help you to curl deeper in addition to the heel. Release your arm back underneath of your head and stretch. And curl and twist to the right. And bend your right knee and use the left arm to help you to curl deeper and twist deeper. Stretch your legs, arch. And repeat again to one side. Give yourself nice strong exhale here. Try to twist more. Try to roll up more. And back to center into the arch. And one more time. Keep your palm open and twist. Bring your legs back to center, yourself to center, arch. And then if your head is touching the floor, you can release the arms on the floor. But if not, just keep your, use your arms to support your head. And then slowly roll up. And we continue sideways. Bend your knee and find your foam roller around your lower rib cage. Somewhere over there. And we're going to again bring your hand behind your head. And here you're going to continue with that twist and a curl, trying to bring your elbow all the way down to the floor. And you can hug around the foam roller and you arch, rotating yourself in the opposite direction. And you curl all the way over. And arch. So when we arch in the foam roller slides a little bit out, so we can adjust the foam roller, trying to bring it closer to the low rib cage, or otherwise it will be too sensitive for some of you. So that will give you an opportunity to find a deeper curl and touch the floor, as opposed to your foam roller up higher on your rib cage. And here you slide in the foam roller a little bit so that it opens up your chest. And again, slide the foam roller towards your hip, so low rib cage, and then curl yourself over. And one more to open on that side. And then changing sides. So find where your lower rib cage, and position the foam roller around the lower rib cage. Bring your hand underneath of your head and go into that twist and a curl. And now your foam roller can slide. You can bring your hand up here and open. Again, adjust the foam roller. Keep your knees together as you curl over that foam roller. And rotate in the opposite way, open your chest. And curl. You can feel how that low portion of your back opening and arch. And you feel nice rotation and curl. And maybe a few good adjustments and arch. And come on up. So we are warming up and mobilizing your thoracic spine, and then we continue with a little bit of hip work. So bring the foam roller on the side. Now the leg can be bent or can be extended. It's up to you. Your legs a little bit open and you lean to the back of your hands a little bit. And you simply stretching the leg. Stretching, 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 stretching. And you pull back, bend. You're pushing that heel out. You're pushing your knee, your heel down and out. And bend your knee back. You're feeling how that rolling on the foam roller is extending your leg. It's extending the leg all the way from your belly. And just foam roller if you need it. Open up your leg out and then stretch your leg in outward rotation and then rotate back to parallel. And again, rotate your leg out and bring it back to parallel. Opening the hip and back to parallel and open. Keep your leg open and bend it in outward rotation. Now bend parallel and stretch forward parallel. Rotate your leg out to bend and parallel to stretch and out and parallel. I'm going to change leg. Find your foot on the foam roller, and you can also gently hug the foam roller with your foot. Stretch or bend and extend your leg, flex your foot and pull it back in. And flex and stretch, make your leg long by reaching through the back of your heel. And as you're bending your knee, you roll and foam roller, you can feel how your thigh goes deeper into your hip circuit. You're opening the space around your hip circuit and you're compressing it slightly in and opening. Now rotate your leg out, keep the rotation and bend your knee. And now parallel leg and stretch. Again, out and stretch and out and stretch. One more and out and stretch. Now your leg comes in parallel, rotating out to stretch. In parallel and out to stretch. You're really feeling how the front of your hips opening, the adductor line is opening and stretch. So we warmed up your hips a little bit so that you can be more on your knees, hopefully. If you have a very hard position to be seated on your heels, you can either bring the pillow, something like that, or folded yoga mat. So and then you will be able to be here. Or if it's too much, you can just flex your feet or point your feet and be up higher. But I'm going to place my pelvis all the way on my heels because it's going to be very tiring for your thighs. You can modify it as you wish. And I'm stretching that foam roller and I curl. And my palms will rotate up. And then palms will rotate down and you're curling up and you stay in the curl. You stay in the curl, reach your sit bones all the way back to your heels and you feel how that action will lengthen your thighs. Rotate your palms out, reach your sit bones back and keep yourself in the curl. Rotate your palms down and curl, curl deeper, deeper. Try to bring your sit bones all the way over the back of your heels. And repeat again, arch. So keep curling, keep curling. Palms rotating out, palms rotating in, and curl back over not only your heels but over your toes. Even it's almost impossible, but you're aiming yourself all the way back. And now we're going to change to arch. We arch forward, palms will rotate. Palms rotate down, and you arch up, up, up. And again, you arch as you go down, down. Your sit bones reaching actively back. You're trying to keep yourself on your heels and keep arching, 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 and arch down And palms rotate down, arch up. Clasp your hands and then bring your arms slightly into the diagonal. So your hands are not in the center anymore. And you're going to rotate your spine and really massaging that left shoulder, the top of your arm around the shoulder. And you curl yourself back, back, back. Again, curl down. Keep the curl. Adjust the foam roller if you need. And curl back. Again, palm on the foam roller. And stretch. Try to get that arm really long and opening on this left side. And curl. Back, last one. And back, change into the arch. And arch. Try to bring your ear on the foam roller or on your arm. And arching. To come back. Again. Ear to your arm. And arch. Back, keep yourself into that spiral. And arch in the spiral. And up, and we change in the sides. So clasp your hands, the right arm underneath, and you bring in your arm a little bit into the diagonal so that it creates a spiral in your spine, in your pelvis, in your shoulder girdle. And then you keep the curl and reach forward, and you curl back, keep the spiral. Curl forward, curl back. Try to start with your hand on the center of the foam roller. Then it will be comfortable for you to stretch all the way out. And bringing back. One more. You're massaging your palm. You're massaging around your elbow. And the stretch goes all the way to your armpit. And back. Keep the same spiral now. Change into the arch. Arch forward. Bringing your ear towards your arm. And arch on the way back. Again, arch. Forward. And arch. Back. Two more. And arch. Forward. And arch. Back. And arch. Forward. And arch. Back. And then roll your foam roll a little bit here. And we're going to press your hands. Curl all the way into your low back. Now bring your pelvis back on your heels. And bring your hands on the foam roller and give yourself a little bit of rest here. And after you rest, we are continuing with some Sphinx moves. Bringing yourself all the way down to the floor. Extend your arms, extend the foam roller from you. So your head can gently lean between your arms. You're trying to bring the foam roller all the way towards your palms. And then here, as you're rotating your palms out, you roll in foam roller towards yourself. Good, here. Just to the flat back. And repeat again. Bring your head between your elbows. And keep your head between your elbows as you're rolling up. Good, let's do it again. This time, rolling your palm, opening your palms out, arch yourself up and go as much up as it's comfortable for you. And then slide back. Rotate your palms down. Again, palms out and arch. And release yourself. Good. Again, and roll and arch. And legs can be open in a comfortable wideness, yes, and arch. And back. This time we are going to curl, 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 and stretching. Good. Again. Rotating your palms up and curl. And down. And curl up. And down. You're going to curl up. Keep coming up. And now transfer to the arch. And then slide. Again, curl up. And arch. Curl up. And arch. Bring your forearm on the foam roller. Your forehead can be on your hand on the foam roller. And then take the same arm to the same leg. And then try to bring your foot all the way towards the sit bone. Next, you're going to push your foot into your hand and you're going to lift yourself off the foam roller. And again, forehead down. And bring your foot towards your sit bone. Now push your foot into your hand and lift yourself. And if you can, lift the other leg a little bit off the floor as well. And back down. 2 more. And up, leg is pushing, leg is reaching. That helps you to lift yourself higher. And foot is down, down, down. And 1 more. And open your chest, open your hip. Stretch your thighs and change side. Bring your foot towards the sit bone. Now do the opposite. Push the foot away and roll up, 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 and down, down. And if it feels like you can do that, add the straight leg lift off the floor and down. And I give myself an extra effort. I'm pushing my forearm into the foam roller. I'm pushing my foot into the hand. I'm lifting my leg and it creates that lift and floating sensation. And down. 1 more. And lift. And down. Bringing yourself back on your heels. Stretch your arms, sit your pelvis back. On your heels, drop your head down. Opening your lower back a little bit. And then roll all the way up. We continue with foam roller on the knees of your spine. Just sit in front of the foam roller and then sit at the end of the foam roller. Bring your feet in front of you. You can open up as wide as it's comfortable, as well as for your arms. You can open up your arms as wide as it's comfortable for your shoulders. You're leaning back. And you're going to curl against the foam roller, trying to bring the kidney area into the foam roller. And roll yourself back. Again, push from your feet, push from your hands, and then sink your kidneys into the foam roller. And back up. And rolling down. All the way up to the solar plexus area. And back up. And this time you're going to roll up. Roll down. And you keep rolling down. Keep rolling down until your head is on the foam roller. Make adjustments here if you need. So we're going to spiral the pinky of both arms and we're going to lift them up and all the way above the head. And you can bend your elbows, rotating them down and bring your arms down towards your feet. And you do repeat it again. So pinky will spiral. And then here you give yourself a nice long inhale. like you're yawning in the morning. And then exhale. You inhale and lifting your arms above your head. Pause here. See if you can inhale a second time. And feel how your belly elongates and supples. And you're creating lots of space around your waist. And exhale. Release. And again. Inhale. And as you do that, also try to really lean yourself into the foam roller. Extending your spine, extending your belly, but at the same time leaning. And bring your arms down. Keep your hands on the floor and use them to help you. And we're going to roll on one side and roll on the other side. You roll and your knees are falling into that same direction that you're rolling, but your head can go in the opposite direction from your knees. And knees goes to one side, head goes in opposite direction. And you feel how that rolling creates the widening sensation on the front of your body. You keep leaning against the foam roller. And one more. We have in one arm and same leg working in opposition. So you're going to roll on your left side and you're stretching your left leg and left arm all the way away from each other. And then you bend your knee and then bringing your arm back. And you do the same on the same side. You inhale and feel not only your arm is reaching long, but your leg is reaching long and bring it back. And you're creating that yawning sensation with your leg and with your arm. And back, and one more on that side. Deep inhale and release. Next side, so rolling yourself to the right and then extend your leg and extend your arm. Long and bring it back. Long inhale to create that opening and yawning, and exhale down. And again, inhale to stretch. Activate that long belly and exhale. Release down. Now we're going to use that rotation, all rocking. So I'm rocking myself to my left and I am slightly lifting my right foot off the floor. It can be very small. You can still touch the toes against the floor, but just lift the heel. And you go to the right and opposite leg is trying to slightly be lifted off the floor. And repeat. And one more that's simple. Now this time when as you're rolling, you're bringing your leg into the tabletop. And bring it down and roll. And so your arms are supporting you here. Very nice. We're going to add a little bit of challenge. So go ahead, extend your arms all the way up and then open them out, opening the chest and keep leaning against the foam roller and bring it back to center and open and center. You're opening your arms, you're feeling how your chest is opening, how the space between the shoulder blades is opening. And as you bring your arms closer, you're not losing that wide chest, that spread between your shoulder blades. And open, close. Now keep your arms up, unless you need to support you with your arms down. Now roll to your left and try to lift your foot slightly up. And alternate other side. And if you cannot find the balance, that's okay. Little lift. And alternate. Now we're going to add a little bit of challenge. Try to bring your leg into the tabletop. And one leg can be stronger than another one. So let's see if I can too. Good. And bring it down. And if you feel that one leg is weaker, that's okay. You can work on that. You can build in. And release. Other leg. Doesn't want to go. Oop. That's okay. Now we're going to add a little bit more challenge. So tabletop and then stretch leg. You see it's easier on that side. And then bring it back down. And that side is a little bit harder. Oop. And down. Let's do it one more on each side. And down. Okay. Okay, now keep your arms straight and then rolling up, feeling that widening between your shoulder blades, and your head is still resting and your kidney is pressing into the foam roller. This time, see if you can lift the tabletop, bring it down, and then release your arms all the way above your head, touching the floor. And you repeat it on the other side. So, good. And release. And roll up. Bend your leg. Lift it up. And release. One more. Very nice. And release. And then rolling yourself slightly off the foam roller. Off. And go ahead and take this foam roller away from you. And then just stretch your legs. Stretch your arms. Feel where your pelvis, feel where your spine, feel at the back of your head. How you feel where your lower ribs are. And then rolling on your side. And we continue with sitting on a foam roller. And again, if it's too much for your knees, if you happen to have two foam rollers, you can put one on top of the other, or you can put the pillow or the folded yoga mat. So that will be easier for your knees. And then we're starting by rolling yourself from side to the other side. So I am rolling myself on my right side, and then my left side is lifted off the floor, my knee is lifted. And I am rolling to the left hip, and my right leg is lifted off the floor. I am making that side arch. Side arch. So I created that side arch on my right, and now I'm lifting my right arm, and I go all the way into that side arch opening. And changing sides. You can use your knee, you can hold your knee, or you can push the floor away. Good, and repeat again. And one more. And this time, as you side arching, now you're adding up the twisting. You can hold your hands and you curl back, back, back. Trying to keep two shoulders parallel to each other. And other side, side arch, adding the curl and a twist. Try to keep your shoulders parallel to the shin bone. And repeat. Curl and shoulders parallel to the shin bone. One more. And then for the spirals, we're going to drop the right side of your sit bone down, and then we're using the arms and creating that, help with your arms to create that deep spiral in rotation, and change sides. And change again. Change. Now I spiral, I reach my arm all the way out, and then I'm adding that swimming gesture. And I do it again, spiral with your arms straight up and into the swimming. You can lift your chest into the arch, you can curl and spiral as your arm is reaching forward. And we change to the other side. Swim. Arm is long, reaching up above, and swim to curl and curl. Spiral and arch, and swim and curl. Spiral and arch, and swim and curl. And then here we're going to curl here. And as your arm is extending, the scooped pink is your arch. And you curl, curl. And if you can slightly take this weight of your legs, you're almost standing up, and curl. But if it's too much for you, don't do. That's a nice strengthening for the muscles around your knee exercise. And we reverse the arms up and around, and bringing them down. Pinky will spiral out, and you curl back. Good. Keep hugging the foam roller between your thighs, but not so strong. And curl. Bring yourself a little bit back. But before we lay down, feel how your foam roller can rock from side to side. See if you can add that foam roller rocking side to side with your forehead resting and with your knees are hugging the foam roller. Just rolling to one side and to the other side. You begin to feel how that action of the foam roller rolling widening the space between your kidneys. And when you feel how your forehead widens, the back of your head, and then roll yourself up. And let's finish on the back. Bring the foam roller underneath of your knees, going on your back. Bring the soles of your feet together. Allow your legs to open over the foam roller. Open up your arms out. Close your eyes if you want to. And just give yourself a few seconds of relaxation. You had a very balanced workout in this class. You mobilized your thoracic spine, your hips. You were working on your abdominals and balance and spinal extensions. All is good, getting stronger. And then go ahead, bend your knees. Roll yourself on one side. And this class is finished. I hope you will continue